through one of them or both of those, right?
Yeah.
Maybe peg through that one because it's thicker, right? Same on that side, and then you then put your poles going across attached to these, probably lashed, yeah? That then gives you your back. This needs going back a little bit further so it gives you the angle. So you just sink this one into the ground a little bit more. Just take it out of there, make a bit of a deeper hole. It's a bit dry. Oh, there go my glasses. Right. Put that back in. There you go. And you've got then just come out the way. You've then got half there of your backrest. Just see, for example. There we go. So imagine another tripod at the side of that, which you'll see in a bit when we've done. For example, so I could grab. You've then got poles lashed to these two and the two on the other one. When you lean on it, it's then solid. And you've then got your slanted back for your bench. And these can be banged in the ground a little bit more just to make them a little bit more solid. I've just put them there now for example, but you can point the ends and have it a little bit lower, sunk in, so it's more firm and secure. And you've then got your back, your bench, so you can then sit back and just chill and relax.
It's not bad as it is, like that, is it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Using a bit of lashing, and then yeah, dead easy.
Yeah, we haven't pegged this one this time.
No, yeah, just used a bit of
Good old paracord.
good old Boy Scout lashings, figure of 8, in and out, and just use a Canadian jam knot on one end, and a clove hitch on the other to tie it off, and a stop knot. Yeah, it could have been a bit neater, but so be. Yeah. And I put notches on just to kind of give it something to bite into the wood. It just makes your lashing a little bit more secure. But yeah, everybody knows how to make a tripod, and there's so many different blooming ways. You can make a loop and twist the centre one round till it goes tight. That's another quick way of doing a tripod lash. I like to do the old-fashioned way because that's how I learnt. Dead easy, one of the most simplest things, basics to learn within bushcraft. How to make a tripod. It has multiple uses. So yeah, it's always good to kind of get to grips with tripod making. As you can see, it can now be incorporated alongside another one for a back for a bench. Hi guys, we noticed a little bit of a mention a while back in the comments on one of our videos. I think it was in sort of relation to something we were discussing within the video to do with sharpening axes and knives, etc. And again, don't want to dwell on it too much because it has been done to death. The way I simply do it, and I do my knife and Matthew's knife, I do all the axes. Basically, all I've got is a Lansky's puck. Not too sure on the cost, probably about, what, 15, 20 quid, Matt?
Yeah,
something like that for a Lansky's puck. And you notice the two different colours? Yeah, so where my knife is pointing to now is the coarse side, to get rid of the majority of your material if needed. So they say if you've got like a nick or a chip or whatever. And then you've got the lighter side, which is the finer grain, and that's for smoothing it off and just getting that kind of refined edge. Now, if you've got your knife already reasonably sharp, you've come out, you've used it a bit, and it goes a touch blunt, you can either touch it up on a strop, leather strop, or you can use the smooth side of the Lansky's puck. So I'm just going to go through that now, and I'll keep quiet as I'm doing it, unless there's something important that I think needs to be said. Okay, so make sure your stone's wet. Blade away from yourself. Smooth side on the angle of the blade, light flat. So that's flat with the blade, and then you've then got the angle of the grind as it closes up. So I'll just come in there. I've got the Lansky's puck on the flat of the blade, look. So you can see the gap on this side, yeah, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then angle the puck. You see how that line of darkness gets smaller and smaller. You're going to kind of feel where that angle is with your hands and the puck. So it's just a little bit by touch. So then what we do, we get it on that angle and then just go round in circles. And as you're going round in circles, you move up the length of the blade. Back down again. Now I can hear where I've got a bit of a burn it's catching. You get used to the sound after you've been doing it for a while. It's in the centre there, which is basically here, the sort of mid section of the blade.
At the belly.
Is the belly of the blade, which is the area really for me that gets the most work there in the belly. Right, so I've worked a bit on one side, okay, so now I'm going to work on the other side. So I flip the knife around and have it here against the log. So it's not against myself, it's against the log, so there's no danger. And again, I just do exactly the same and work up the length of the blade. Now I can hold it away from myself and come down to the tip there like that. Trying to keep the puck as the same angle as the grind, which again, for easy just reckoning, is flat against the blade and just tilt it till you feel it touch, and then just try and keep it there. Now I can tell the difference in sound between the two sides. Sounds higher pitched and smoother, nothing really catching. Again, I can flip it over to this side, see if this needs a bit more work. It's almost there. And that should pretty much do. Just give it a bit of a clean off. Okay. So just with the stone alone, you can see sort of the rub marks along that edge. Is that picking that up, Matt?
Yeah.
Cool.
If it would focus.
Technology. Fantastic. This is just the condor bush law. A good old faithful. Now, just from that with the stone alone, personally, I'd be kind of happy with that. I really would. That will cut. That is sharp. Okay. Now, I'm running my thumb up like that to try and see if I can feel a burr that I may have created. Tiny, maybe slight one on this side. You can also come down with your nail and see if your nail catches on the edge. It doesn't really. Maybe micro burr, if that. Very, 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 very slight on this edge. So, to neaten that up, we go over to the strop. I'll show you on the strop. Hi, here we are on the strop. So, Very, very easy, not complicated. Just keep your knife shallow, so we're not acute like that, so we're not directly on it with the blade. So nice and flat. And angle it up a little bit as if you're angling it with the grind on your knife. Okay, so start at the base and at the end, and you'll see how I go up like that, up the strop. And I'll do, say, 4, maybe 5 passes. And I'll do the same from the other end, but I'll turn the knife over and I'll come towards myself like that with the same amount of passes. 3, 4, 5. So you've then got even work on both sides. That alone will just take that micro burr off. Yeah, I can feel that clawing at my skin, and that's how you can kind of tell. Definitely sharp and good to go. I don't need to cut paper with it. I can feel it with my fingers. I would be scared to run my fingers down there like that. So yeah, somebody asked they'd like to see maybe a bit of a sharpening video. That is dead simple. That's how we sharpen knives, and it's the same process with the axes, but with them I tend not to strop. Simple.
It has been defeated.
Holy hell.
Yeah, that was completely dead, guys, so don't panic.
Yeah, it was snapped off at the top there, look.
Yep.
There's just no green on it whatsoever. Just doing a bit of de-limbing after dropping another dead standing tree. Unfortunately, when we dropped it, it kind of snapped into pieces at the top end, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we're just having to take the best of the bottom half. But it'll do for what we need. There's absolutely tons of dead standing in this forest. The resource we've got here is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, we're trying to, if you haven't already guessed, we're trying to go for, what, Matthew?
Groundhouse.
Eh?
Groundhouse.
Groundhouse?
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused.
Treehouse.
Oh, a treehouse. Yes, I'm going for a bit of a treehouse. Something raised up off the floor. We can use underneath it, maybe in the winter when things get really, really bad. We can use underneath for storage, for, you know, keeping dry logs, that kind of stuff. And then have like an upper platform, and then maybe a tarp just like suspended over the top of that, depending on whether we can you know, get enough timber up there to build any walls or not. We're not sure, but we can see. Have a look, and especially if we can get poles this big, we can peg them into the tree. So we might be able to actually do proper walls if we can get some nice straight ones like these. So again, it all depends on what type of dead standing we can find, how straight it is and how long we can get it. But we're going to try and get together all the resources we need now, set it all out, and then build a load. So this is like all the groundwork that we're doing. It's just time consuming, isn't it, mate?
Yep.
Not complaining, just sort of saying. Any kind of, you know,
Manual labour.
any kind of build that you do is just time consuming. But, you know, that's the nature of what we do. And that's, oops, my fingers, sorry about that. My camera work isn't the best. That's Matt dealing. And yeah, we're going to start a war with the midges very, very soon. Aren't we, Matt? Yeah. Done?
Yeah.
Job's a good one. Leaning on the top of there, and we can come back from it and have a look, see how it looks.
Yeah.
Wait up from there before everything's tied on and secured, or pegged in, or whatever you choose. That then gives you your cross beam.
Yeah.
And work from there.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers for watching.
Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. This has been F&S Bushcraft. If there are any links, they'll be in the description. Have a lovely day, and we'll see you next week.
Tschüss, ciao, und bye bye.
See you later.
See you later.